Good evening. We'd like to welcome you to the Elmore County Commission work session dated Monday, September 13th, 2021. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you who are joining us tonight. We will call this meeting to order. We will first begin with a special presentation. Each year we have the opportunity to have some very dedicated and patriots, we'll call them, who join us for various proclamations, and this week we have the opportunity to sign a proclamation for Constitution Week. This week is an opportunity for all of us to reflect on and express our gratitude to the Founding Fathers for their commitment and foresight in providing us with a document that has stood the test of time, and it's been beat up, knocked down, pushed around, manipulated, misinterpreted, and everything else over the centuries, but it is still standing, and I believe we still live in the greatest nation on the earth. So we have a proclamation to be presented to several chapters of the Daughters of the American Revolution. We have, come on up, Elizabeth. We have Regents of Anne Phillips, Francis Marion, Peter Fournay, and Captain William Bibb, those chapters. Is that correct?
Except for Francis Marion and Anne Phillips are not with us tonight.
Okay, all right.
This is Peter Fournay's Regent. Hello.
Okay.
And this is Captain William Bibb's Regent, who is also my daughter.
All right. And my neighbor.
Rich, is that mic on? Is it on?
Just make sure you get a little
Okay.
closer to the mic because it's not as sensitive as we would like it to be. So.
Okay.
I'm Kathleen Gillen, and I am the Regent of Captain William Bibb Chapter. We thank you for having us and for signing the proclamation for Constitution Week. This week, our chapter, how we are commemorating Constitution Week is we have ordered some Constitution Day kits that we are going to distribute to our local school libraries that they can have for years to come to educate the future generations about the Constitution of the United States of America.
All right. That's wonderful. We appreciate that.
The Peter Fournay chapter also is promoting and celebrating this 234th anniversary of the signing of our Constitution with activities provided to schools and displays. So thank you very much for honoring our wonderful document.
Thank you.
And we have also, okay, I'll do this. We have, every year we've gotten you to do this for the last few years, and we have very much appreciated it. Kathleen has something she would like to present to you. I know you give us something every year. Well, we want to present something to you.
The Captain William Bibb Daughters of the American Revolution presents a certificate to the Elmore County Commission in appreciation for your continuing respect and interest in local, state, and national history.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that recognition, and most importantly, I think we appreciate what you do. I think we oftentimes rely on other people to teach our children, and I think this brings to light the importance of us as parents and grandparents to teach our children about these important documents in our home. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to visit the Charters of Freedom, which is adjacent to the courthouse here. That was part of an Eagle Scout project, and other minds came together, and it's a wonderful display. We're hoping to have children come on field trips to visit that each year. So, well, thank you very much for that recognition, and we have some resolutions here that are signed by the County Commission. I'll give my commissioners an opportunity to make any remarks, and then we'll do some photos.
Just want to thank y'all for the hard work you're doing, and history is something that is a forgotten thing to a lot of people, but to me it's solid. Serving in the service is tremendous, and when you can have the Constitution to stand by it every day, that's what we have to live on, and we're a country of freedom, and that's what we love. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As a parent and a grandparent, there are no words to express my sincere appreciation as to what you do in helping to teach our kids about their history. I brought my family down to see the Charters of Freedom that our chairman spoke of a couple of weeks ago, and They spent quite a while out there, my kids and grandkids, and it's amazing how our kids see that. And I'm so thankful that they said, well, we study about this in school, Papa, and I'm thrilled about that. And I hope, we just got to continue that, as the chairman said, now more so than ever. And I know he didn't mention the name because he's his nephew, but Rhett Pinkston, the young man who was involved in the Eagle Scout program, what a remarkable young man to think of doing such a thing for Elmore County. So to all the people that are listening, if you haven't visited our Charters of Freedom on the courthouse grounds, I certainly invite you and urge you to bring your family, your kids, your grandkids, because it's a wonderful thing, and the first one in Alabama, right, guys and ladies? So we're so blessed. So thank you so much. I didn't mean to get long-winded. Go ahead.
Hey, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate the importance the high level of the importance you've placed on being a member of the Daughters of American Revolution. If we don't continue to tell the history of our Constitution, eventually people may not, could forget it. And we have to make sure we inform those people that we're around. And your influence, I know you've been involved in this for years, and you got your daughter involved, and this man sitting over here helped fill my application out. So, and I'm a member of the Sons of American Revolution. So, what you do has great influence, and it continues to spread, and I appreciate it very much.
And I just want to echo each one of my fellow commissioners and say thank you. Education is key, and keeping our Constitution alive is very important. I fight with our Constitution every day in the practice of law. So thank you so much in informing our children. Keep it going.
And your sister-in-law is a member of our chapter.
Really? When did she join?
She's been in for about, 5 years now.
Okay, nice. Well, awesome. Thank you.
All right, if y'all would come up and stand here in front, and then I'm gonna go stand.
There you go.
We'll now proceed with our regular business, review the minutes of the August 9, 2021 Commission meeting. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed. Review the memorandum of warrants for the period of August 9, 2021 through September 10, 2021. Mr. Byer?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, during that time period, the memorandum of warrants was $2,582,431.42.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed now with our public hearing. We have a public hearing to consider vacating a portion of Jug Factory Road as a part of the realignment project of Jug Factory Road and Marshall Road. Do we have anyone here for or against this particular item? Yes, sir. You are.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Craig Kelly. I live in Duval. I'm my mother's Margaret and Margaret Shelley. I didn't think I'd be allowed to speak here, but I am in support of this, and thank you so much. When the time's proper, I do want to thank the commission for the process. If you tell me that, I guess let's let the city go and see what happens. But in your support, I thank you so much for letting me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone in opposition? All right, seeing and hearing none, we appreciate you being here tonight, and we appreciate you sharing that with us. We'll now proceed with old business. Consider 2 appointments to the Elmore County E911 Board. Appointments are due 9/27/2021. Candidates listed are Eric Jones, Sheriff Bill Franklin, and Leon Smith, Jr. Are there any comments or questions or any additional names to consider? All right, hearing none, we will bring that up at our next meeting. Consider 5 appointments to the Elmore County Industrial Development Authority Board. Appointments due 9/27/2021. Candidates listed are Sharon Alexander, John Strickland, Harris Garner, Rhett Smith, and Art Faulkner. Are there any additional names to consider for that? All right, hearing none, we will bring that item up for consideration at our next commission meeting. Next item, consider 1 appointment to the Ridge Improvement District Board. Appointment due 9/27/2021. Candidate listed is Thomas T. Lamberth. Any comments or question or additional names? All right, hearing none, we will also bring that item up for consideration at our next commission meeting. We'll now proceed with new business. We'd like to invite Ms. Delane Goggins with Juvenile Probation to share with us this annual address regarding the juvenile detention and diversion contracts.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
I'm here, my annual September visit to see y'all. But we have 3 contracts. They're the same as last year. The first one is a contract with the Department of Youth Services, so they will pay for 1 detention bed space for Elmore County Juvenile Court. The second contract is with Montgomery County to have an additional 2 beds, juvenile detention beds. The first one would be for $20,000 per year. The second bed would be for $15,000 for a total of $35,000. That is the price that it was last year, and that is actually $10,000 cheaper than the year before that. They did a reduction in price because of the COVID, and so they extended that this year. Then the third contract is with the Department of Youth Services. The Commission has graciously agreed to be the fiscal agent for a diversion grant that we have with the Department of Youth Services that serve at-risk families here in Elmore County.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming, and we appreciate your commitment and dedication to this important service in our county. I know that we do this each year, and we are glad that you come to see us. And I know that I speak on behalf of the commission that we know that you and Judge Pinkston and others have a lot of time and energy and compassion and love invested in the youth of our county. So thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question, if I may. I know we go back a long way, and I would never ask a lady's age, but how long have you been involved in juvenile probation?
End of this month, 27 years.
I know on the law enforcement side, we worked on things together, and we, like the chairman said, we surely thank you for all you've done for Elmore County and what you've done for these youth, and for giving them a second chance. And a lot of times they wouldn't get a second chance, and guiding them in the right way. And please give our regards to Judge Goggins, and thank you for all you do.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, our next item, consider fiscal year 2022 Humane Society of Elmore County contract. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, in front of you or in your packet, you have the proposed agreement with the Humane Society of Elmore County. One slight change from previous years, they've asked for an increase in funding from $32,000 to $40,000. Everything else is in order and similar to years past. To be honest with you, this is something that I know the chairman and I have talked to Ms. Rhea Cord for a while in terms of meeting her needs in terms of animal control, and also it's our recommendation that we adopt it as requested at the $40,000 level.
All right, thank you, Mr. Byer, and I agree and think that we have definitely seen an uptick in animals coming to the shelter throughout the pandemic. in addition to the fact that she's had an influx of animals and a reduction in staff because of the inability to use inmates for some period of time due to COVID. So it was kind of a double whammy there with the increase in intakes and then the reduction in staff. We are very aware also that their facility there is probably inadequate in many respects, especially for safety with traffic coming in and out of that parking area on Highway 9. So those are some things that we're in discussions with her about as well to try to remedy some of the parking issues on important day when there's a lot of people there. It can be a challenge to get in and out of that parking lot. So are there any comments or questions regarding that?
Chairman, this is a great effort to support Nye County. It's surely needed, but as we all know, they spend a great amount of time raising their funds themselves, and you got to respect the organization that when they do ask for some funding, additional funding, that you look and see what are they doing to help the organization that they can control. So great expenditure of the funds that we can get to her.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? All right, hearing none. Next item, discuss amendments to the fiscal year 2021 budget.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, over the last several years, we have worked with the department heads to try to get the items that they need, but also reduce the administrative burden on doing budget amendments throughout the year. And so what you see is one document that kind of encapsulates all the different amendments that are needed, additional revenue that has been brought in, and the expenses. And just to give you a quick summary, I know you can read the page, but this includes where the sheriff actually was able to sell and surplus additional property and be able to put that back into his fleet and accomplish that with no cost to the commission. It's the upgrade to our ADA compliant voting machines that the county had for almost 2 decades. It also includes the work that we've been doing with the Board of Education and the increased revenue that they put in to get projects handled and the expenses that are associated with that. Also with the City of Wetumpka, not only on the stadium project, but also some road projects that they've asked for us to use our bids. So they're reimbursing us for those as well. And then you've got Project Zeta, or Hurricane Zeta reimbursements that came back in. So EMA and Keith and his staff working with our different departments, especially the Public Works, to get those amounts in. So the only other project in here is the accounting for all the commitments that y'all have made this past year regarding 17 Springs, and kind of encapsulates that. So in total, you've got about little less than 1.4 in revenues and about 2.4 in expenditures that we're capturing in this budget amendment.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed. Discuss awarding EMA HS Bid Inquiry 2021-19 trailer. Mr. Byer.
Commissioners, in your packet, you've got the results of EMA's bid. I believe you've got multiple bids, but in essence, he was able to get trailers at a little less than $9,000, $87.99, and our recommendation is to award those to the lowest bidder, Basil's Truck and Camper.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed. Consider approving revised Chief Information Officer, CIO, job description.
With our recent resignation of our Chief Information Officer to take a better opportunity, we reviewed that job and then posted the job in a way to where we think that we have improved the capacity of that job. Also incorporating GIS, something that had not been in that job in the past. And so we're just asking that you approve that revised job description, and later on in the meeting, that revised job description correlates to the new CIO position that is currently being filled today. So,
thank you. All right, we'll now proceed to the next item. Consider maintenance and operations agreement with the Aldot Alabama Department of Transportation for the traffic signal at the intersection of Highway 14 and Cusada Parkway as a part of A Trip 2 project award. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, as the part of our A Trip 2 project with Aldot, we had 3 intersections that were receiving improvements. 2 of the intersections, the City of Millbrook is executing a traffic signal agreement or had an existing agreement in place that was modified. This last location, Cusada Parkway and 14, initially the town of Cusada was intending to execute that, but for reasons on their council, they decided not to. And because we are the sponsor of the project and committed to this, it is our responsibility at this time to take this on. You are committing to somewhere in the neighborhood of about $2,500 of ongoing expense per year to have the signal up and operating. It also is a huge safety improvement to that area, especially as this is the next location where widening will occur on 14 and create a 5-lane section of roadway.
All right, thank you. We certainly appreciate the opportunities we have to compete for grants and other opportunities to improve our road systems in Alabama and in Elmore County. Next item, consider awarding the following bids to the lowest responsible bidder per attached spreadsheets. Bid Inquiry 2021-PW8, Turf. Bid Inquiry 2021-PW9, Traffic Stripe. Bid Inquiry 2021-PW10, Lighting. And Bid Inquiry 2021-PW11, Tennis Courts, with no bid. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, these are bids that were done in concert with the Board of Education and the City of Wetumpka to complete the sports complex out on the Coosa River Parkway. As you mentioned, the tennis courts, we received no bidders. We're revising that bid packet and getting that in a place where we can re-solicit bids. All the other items, though, are projects that we're doing in concert with either the Board of Education or the City of Wetumpka. So the majority of these bids are items that will be reimbursed. The striping, there's about $20,000 worth of stripe left in the parking lot for us to do, and then there's some grassing associated with the parking areas that we committed to over a year ago. So the rest will be the Board of Education and the city paying for those portions.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions? All right, our next item, consider awarding Bid Inquiry 2021-PW7, revised 17 Springs Multi-Sports Complex Phase 1 to the low bidder, War Construction. Action includes necessary budget amendments for fiscal year 2022 to cover expenditures for project and reimbursement from the City of Millbrook and the Elmore County Board of Education. As many of you are aware, we have an opportunity to participate in a project that has the potential to transform Elmore County in many ways. There are numerous partners in this project carrying varying responsibilities and roles. City of Millbrook, the Elmore County Commission, the Elmore County Board of Education, the Elmore County Economic Development Authority, and the Montgomery Area YMCA are all partners in this project, and this is a true example of a public-private partnership that will lead to not only economic development in our area, but also an opportunity to improve the quality of life for the citizens of Elmore County. So I'm excited to see the project moving forward as I drive on Highway 14 and see the dirt moving, and wholeheartedly agree with us moving this project forward. Are there any comments or questions? I know the next couple of items are related to that as well.
The only thing I'd mention is you have a packet with everything included in that packet for the 3 items.
I think I'll go ahead and go through the next 2 items, and then we'll have any comments from commissioners on this project as a whole. Consider approving the purchase of field turf and sports lighting from Sourcewell Cooperative, including budget amendments to the fiscal year 2022 budget to cover expenditures and reimbursement from the City of Millbrook and Elmore County Board of Education. Discuss authorizing chairman and COO to execute design contracts for remainder of 17 Springs Complex, including budget amendments to fiscal year 2022 budget to cover expenditure and reimbursement from the City of Millbrook. Are there any comments or questions from commissioners on this project as a whole, or questions related to these budget items?
Chairman, this is, as we know, this is a continuation of a project we, I guess, started probably 2 years ago now. Really, now that I think about it, 3 years ago. Richie's holding up three fingers. It doesn't seem like it's been that long ago since we sat and spoke about the concept of a sportsplex in Millbrook and what all the good things it would bring to the west side of the county, and the entire county could benefit from that. And as just a reminder, we approved being a part of the project many months back. We have gotten rid of the junkyard that has not been a real pleasant sight on Highway 14 for so many years, and the buildings are gone as well. So this contract here will be the first phase of this construction. There will be where people will actually start seeing the sports field take place, take shape. It's very exciting. I think we're going to see many other benefits to come that's totally unrelated to the actual activity of the sports fields along Highway 14. So it's a very, very exciting time. That's all I have, Chairman.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions?
Chairman, I think the biggest thing is that it's great when we can see that the county and the city and the Board of Education can work together. There's a lot of areas where they don't, and we as a commission can be proud of that we're all together and working towards a common cause. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And other comments or questions? All right, hearing none, we will proceed to our consent docket. I'm going to have to take a deep breath here. It's a long list. I got my water. All right, consent docket. Approved travel memorandum. Approved sale and surplus of Highway Department equipment. Approved proposed plat for Cam Jones, Plat 1, 12 lots. Approved proposed plat for Mulder Ridge, Plats 1, 2, 3, 54 lots, 38 lots, 32 lots. Approved proposed plat for Redland Ridge 4B, 31 lots. Approved family medical leave request for Monica Henline, admin assistant IT clerk. Approved family medical leave request for David Lockhart, construction supervisor. Approved family medical leave request for Robert Rogers, equipment operator 1. Approved family medical leave request for Eric Wright, equipment operator 2. Approved declaration of emergency illness for David Lockhart, construction supervisor. Approved declaration of emergency illness for Robert Rogers, equipment operator 1. Approved declaration of emergency illness for Eric Wright, equipment operator 2. Approved 10 hours vacation leave donation from Corey Sanders to Eric Wright. Approved 10 hours sick leave donation from David Henderson to David Lockhart. Approved 10 hours sick leave donation from David Henderson to Eric Wright. Approved 20 hours sick leave donation from Terry Brown to David Lockhart. Approved 20 hours sick leave donation from Terry Brown to Eric Wright. Approved 10 hours vacation leave donation from Brian Powell to Eric Wright. Approved 10 hours sick leave donation from Sam Antley to Eric Wright. And I'll pause there briefly and just make sure that everyone takes note of the generosity of our county employees when one falls and has a struggle, whatever it may be. There are challenges that each individual faces, whether it's health or other related items, and we have their coworkers step up and donate earned hours to help them in a time of need. So I think that's a reflection of the environment that we have here in the county and the employees that we have. Our next item is personnel notifications. Notification of hire of Michael Watkins, equipment operator 2, effective 8/16/2021. Notification of termination of Michael Watkins, equipment operator 2, effective 8/24/2021. Notification of hire of Reed Burgess, equipment operator 1, effective 8/30/2021. Notification of resignation of Walter B. Schmidt, part-time project inspector, effective 8/30/2021. Notification of resignation of Jesse Atkins, assistant engineer, effective 9/1/2021. Notification of resignation of Emily Hare, administrative assistant, effective 9/2/2021. Notification of resignation of Eric Wright, equipment operator 2, effective 9/9/2021. Notification of resignation of Brian Castablanco, corrections officer, effective 8/6/2021. Notification of change of status of Christian Rhines, part-time to full-time corrections officer, replace B. Castablanco, effective 8/11/2021. Notification of resignation of Austin Wilson, Corrections Officer, effective 8/15/2021. Notification of hire of Dawson Bozeman, Corrections Officer, replace A. Wilson, effective 8/16/2021. Notification of resignation of Robert Wilcox, Corrections Officer, effective 8/18/2021. Notification of hire of Kyle Johnston, Corrections Officer, replace R. Wilcox, effective 8/19/2021. Notification of promotion of Morgan Baker, Dispatcher Tier 1 to Dispatcher Tier 2, effective 8/25/2021. Notification of promotion of Mary Beth Howell, Dispatcher Tier 1 to Dispatcher Tier 2, effective 8/25/2021. Notification of resignation of Aaron Watkins, Lieutenant Corrections, effective 8/28/2021. Notification of hire of Austin Talley, Corrections Officer, fill position vacated by A. Watkins, effective 9/5/2021. Notification of resignation of Michael Bowden, Corrections Officer, effective 8/30/2021. Notification of resignation of Charlie Hall, Dispatcher Tier 2, effective 9/15/2021. Notification of hire of Cameron Batrez, Dispatcher Tier 1, replace C. Hall, effective 9/16/2021. Notification of resignation of Michael Maracus, Deputy, effective 9/16/2021. Notification of promotion of Peyton Haney, Process Server, replace M. Maracus, effective 9/20/2021. Notification of resignation of Shannon Atkins, AP Clerk, effective 8/17/2021. Notification of reclassification of Pam Glover, AP Clerk, effective 9/12/2021. Notification of reclassification of Shane Pittman, Chief Information Officer, effective 9/13/2021. Notification of resignation of Kimberly Erb, Executive Assistant, effective 9/24/2021. Notification of resignation of Jacqueline Hill, Assessment Clerk, effective 8/27/2021. Notification of resignation of Lori Wright, Tag Supervisor, effective 9/3/2021. Notification of promotion of Donna Bingham, Assistant Tag Supervisor to Tag Supervisor, replace L. White, effective 9/13/2021. Notification of promotion of Christina Wells, Tag Clerk to Assistant Tag Supervisor, fill vacant slot, effective 9/13/2021. We'll now proceed with reports to the Commission. Mr. Byer.
Luckily, you only have to read that once. Two items this evening, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. First and foremost, Commissioner Hines and Commissioner Lewis have completed their ALGTI educational requirements. We have, at the recent conference, they did it a little different, where they just gave us the plaques and asked for us to do a presentation at the County Commission meeting instead of doing something in front of the socially distant crowd. And so at this time, Mr. Chairman, I'm going to give you the plaques and allow you to do the presentations, and then we'll grab a picture.
All right, we'll do ladies first. So, Mr. Lewis, if you'd come over here. As Mr. Byer mentioned, this is an opportunity to recognize commissioners who are newly elected. They have the privilege to go through some training through Auburn, but it's affiliated with the Association of County Commissions and provides us all with the foundation we need to be effective county commissioners. So congratulations.
Mine wasn't framed when I got it, by the way.
All right, Commissioner Hines, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Chairman, the other item is to recognize one of the personnel notifications that you read out, and that is the impending resignation of Kim Erb, who is leaving us after a little over 14 years of service with the county. And I know each one of you have something you want to say to her and give her praise. I will say this: as long as I have been at the county and known Kim, she is a consummate professional And when I moved from the county engineering position into the current position, she was the employee that I leaned on to make sure that everything that the county commission did was right and proper. She knows this meeting process. She knows the different public hearings and everything that's related to those kind of requirements backwards and forwards. And so she has a good way of keeping me straight and reminding me what has been done. And she keeps me and Jeff straight, I think, in a lot of instances, just making sure we remember what the protocols are. But she's just very, very good at that, very, very detail-oriented. And I tell you, the other thing I appreciate about her is when Brittany came on several months ago, the level of depth that she spent with Brittany trying to make sure she understands the ins and outs of what y'all expect and what we expect in terms of dealing with the public. So I can't say enough about her. She didn't know we were going to do this tonight, so that's why you're getting the look that you're getting from her box over there. But I know that, Mr. Chairman, you have some words, but you also have something for Kim.
Yeah, I would like to take a moment and read the resolution that each county commissioner has signed, which provides some background and information regarding her commitment, dedication, and service to Elmore County and to each of us and to her family. Honoring Kimberly Erb for service to Elmore County. Whereas Kimberly Erb has over 14 years of service to Elmore County working for the Elmore County Commission, and whereas Kimberly is an executive assistant for the County Commission and has served as a grant writer coordinator for the county, and whereas Mrs. Erb was instrumental in the day-to-day activities at the Elmore County Commission office, serving the residents of Elmore County and working with different departments in the county, organizations throughout Elmore County, as well as various state and national agencies and associations. And whereas Kimberly Erb coordinated between the Elmore County school systems and various county and state departments to organize and plan County Government Day, an annual event aimed to educate high school seniors on the role of county government. And whereas Mrs. Erb has coordinated the design, implementation, and upkeep of the county website and building informational kiosks. And whereas Mrs. Erb organized and provided her administrative skills to ensure the proceedings of commission meetings were properly executed and documented for the citizens of Elmore County. And whereas Kimberly Erb is a dedicated wife to Ty and mother to Ethan and Alex. She is a faithful member to her church and is a volunteer for the community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Elmore County Commission on behalf of the citizens of Elmore County that we recognize Kimberly Erb for her 14 years of dedicated service to our county. The Elmore County Commission extends their appreciation to Mrs. Erb for her commitment, dedication, and tireless service to the Commission and the citizens of Elmore County. Presented on this day, the 13th day of September 2021. I'll turn the time over to my fellow commissioners for any comments.
Chairman, as I said here, you were a rock when I came into office on November 11th. You have been 100% a worker, and no matter how the problems amount each day, if I come into this office, you're still smiling. You're going to be lost to this county and your community by everyone because you're well loved, and we thank you.
To say that we miss you would certainly be an understatement, Kim. And going all the way back to my first service on the commission in 2011, no matter what the issue was, when I called you and heard that voice on the other end of the line, I knew everything was going to be taken care of. And it's been that way in every regard. And I promise y'all, sometimes she knows what you need even before you ask. I've experienced that on several occasions, too. And so wish you nothing but the best and God's blessings for you and your family in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kim, I echo what my fellow commissioners have said, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with you the last 5 years being a commissioner, but I also thoroughly enjoyed working with you in my days on serving as on the Economic Development Authority. We always knew if you needed something with the county commission, you called Kim. That was just who our go-to person was then, and it is now. And you're going to really be missed. I mean, it hit me the other day that Kemp's not going to be here anymore real soon, and I thought, oh my gosh, you've always been here as long as I've been affiliated with the county commission in a real intensive way. So I appreciate what you've done. I wish you and your family the best. I know you're moving on to a better opportunity, and I'm glad that we were able to share a part of you while you were here in Elmore County.
Thank you. Kim, I just want to say congratulations. And granted, we've only officially been working with one another for 10 months. It feels like it's been much longer than that. I don't know who you're going to train to make sure that I get all my stuff when I come in 1 minute before meetings start, but I appreciate you just looking after me and taking care of everything and following up with me on email so I make sure I meet deadlines. And you do a lot. It's little things that mean so much. And I know you're going to be great at your new job and your new place. And congratulations. This is a major hit for Elmore County, and it's going to be really hard to replace you.
Thank you.
I'd like to echo the sentiments of my fellow county commissioners. I think, I reflect back to November 2016 when we were all, 5 new commissioners were elected at that time, and I was nominated by my peers to be the chairman of the county commission, having about 1 day on the job. And there were a lot of questions that I had, and Kimberly was able to provide me with a lot of guidance and directions. And as Mac mentioned, she has an innate ability to know what you need before you need it. I remember the first 2 years, she just would have to send me a text message in the morning and tell me what was on my calendar that day and where I needed to be, and not to forget to be this place, and don't forget to wear a sport coat, and all of the things that that I needed. I was scrambling around, and she just knew. She's a parent. I have 4 children, and I'm dropping kids off and picking them up and working jobs and doing different things, and have a much better handle on things now. But the first couple of years, it was a lot different, and I personally relied heavily on Kim. So not going too far away, just to the northern part of the state. So definitely we'd love for you to come back and visit when we have some ribbon cuttings for some of these projects that are in the making right now that you've been a tremendous part of. And with social media now, we can keep up with you. So for better or worse, we'll all be able to communicate and share in our life events. So thank you very much for everything that you've done.
Thank you.
Picture with you.
Yeah.
Kim, if you find a typo in the resolution, you can blame it on me, because we weren't going to let you proof it for us.
was you.
All right, we'll now proceed with reports from the commission. We'll begin with Commissioner Hines.
First of all, let's start with the Highway Department. They're in the process of going the second round in the third week of mowing on the sides of the roads. So everyone can be assured that we will have the second rounds of the mowing done and taking care of the highways. They're also in the middle of the Reveal, Alabama, and there's a lot of the roads and a lot of construction to be going on the next couple of months to catch up on all of that. I think they're headed to Lindsay Road next week to start on that end. But the gray horse that everybody is waiting and probably me to speak about is waste management. And yes, we as a county have a problem with waste management right at this moment. They're not fulfilling their needs. They're not standing up to what they've told us. We've had a lot of meetings with them. They promised a lot of things. But we, as a commission, though, are working hard to hold our end up. People forget that this is a contract that was entered into several years ago on a subscription waste pickup. They are not a contract that's directly with the Elmore County. It is with the waste management team who bought out Advance, and a lot of people don't even realize that yet. So there's not a lot of options out there. All of us had a lot of phone calls, we've had a lot of emails, we've had a lot of notices and things that's going on, and they're trying to work through it. They've hired a lot of new drivers, but COVID has hit them, or accidents where one of them broke his foot. It's not a situation that we want to be in, but I want to assure our citizens that we as a county and the commission as a team are putting some ideas together that we're going to implement in the next couple of weeks that's going to ease some of the burden on our citizens so that we can help them while waste management catches up on their problems that they have. The next thing I want to get into is we're going to be having one of our special dates will be Elmore County Anti-Litter Campaign. Every spring we usually do a litter cleanup, but this year we're going to have a fall cleanup. And these pamphlets will be going out, and there will be some emails hitting around and on the media and on Facebook that will be addressing this. And all they'll have to do is go to our site of Elmore, www.elmoreco.org/environmental and register and get their teams together and help us clean up Elmore County. At the end of October, it'll be a great time because we'll be going into winter, and it'll be right after all the second bush hogging. So we can make Elmore County look clean and ready going into the holidays for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Daughtry.
Just one quick thing I want to mention, Mr. Chairman, that's part of our consent docket. Tonight we have up for approval a total of 167 plats and lots in Elmore County. I think this is a direct testament as to the growth and the fact that people are wanting to move to Elmore County and bring their families, and certainly it's a testament to the builders and the developers that they see that this is a very much wanted part of the state. And so I think we're in fact indeed blessed to be one of the fastest growing areas in the state of our counties in the state, and this is a testament to that tonight. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Mercer.
Thank you, Chairman. Just some additional comments about the 17 Springs project. We talk a lot about the sports fields and the benefits citizens will realize with those being in our county. But just be reminded, that's also going to create a large commercial development along the Highway 14 corridor right in the area of where the 17 Springs complex is. I'm working on one of the members of that committee working on that development, and show me some very exciting things I think we're going to see here real soon, especially once we get this construction started. It's going to generate a lot of more interest in that area than ever has been before. And as Commissioner Hines mentioned, we enjoy some great relationships in this project, and that's the only way we can pull this off. That's the only way we can. All right, got it. That's the only way we can be successful in this project, and I know my other commissioners would share this thought. When we're around other commissioners from other parts of the state or other parts of the U.S., it's very evident that some commissioners don't enjoy the same relationships we have. We hear it hasn't been but just a month or so ago where there was a comment made about another commissioner's Board of Education, and they just don't like each other. And we have a great relationship with our Board of Education and many other elected officials in the county. And that's something that we should be proud of. We should be proud of our organizations in the county that we can support. And we've talked about the Humane Society, have a great relationship with them. And our fire departments, we have Tommy Sanford here with us. He's the chief of Santuc. And, those guys do such a great job for us in the county. Don't know what we would do without them. And we were able to continue to fund them again this next fiscal year, and we really appreciate that. Appreciate, Tommy, what y'all do and what y'all have done for many years, and so just real proud that we can work all for a common good throughout the entire county.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Lewis.
No reports, Chairman.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate my fellow commissioners. I appreciate their comments and the efforts that they put forth to represent the citizens of Elmore County and to do all we can to serve as valiantly and as dedicated as we can in our respective capacities. I think it's important to note the comments Commissioner Hines made regarding waste management. I do think, and we do recognize that it is a significant problem, the woeful service provided by waste management, not only in their lack of ability to pick up and fulfill their end of the contract, but also the extremely poor customer service that they provide and their inability to communicate consistent, accurate messages to the citizens is completely unacceptable. And we have had numerous meetings with them. They have been to our county commission meetings a half a dozen times in the last year or to 18 months. And we are to the point, as Commissioner Hines said, where we are exploring any and all options, and we look forward to finding a remedy to this issue for the citizens of Elmore County. I also like to just remind and share this. Our county commission provided a modest donation to the animal rescue in the Lake Martin area, and we are grateful for the efforts that they put forth in the northeastern part of the county in conjunction with the Elmore County Humane Society. I think we are delighted that we have numerous people who collaborate and work together to solve many of the issues that frankly government can't solve. And there are many issues that I think most of us would agree we don't want the government to solve many of those issues. The smaller we can make government's role in our lives, the more effective and more full lives we can each lead. I'll now turn the time over to Kimberly for important calendar dates.
Next Friday, September 24th, will be the Elmore County Law Day at the Elmore County Judicial Complex. The next commission meeting will take place on Monday, September 27th, with the work session at 5 and the business meeting following. Monday, October 11th, the administrative complex will be closed in observance of Columbus Day. The first meeting in October will be on Tuesday, October 12th, with the work session at 5 and the business meeting following. And then, as Commissioner Hines mentioned, Saturday, October 23rd and Sunday, October 24th will be the Elmore County Fall Cleanup.
Chairman, do you mind, Tommy, you'd wanted to come say a few words, and I apologize for not calling you during my comments, but Chairman, do you mind if he comes?
That's fine.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Chairman Stubbs. I appreciate that. Just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to the commission for what y'all do for our volunteer fire departments in the county. Not only the financial assistance you give us. We had a truck repaired the other day, and I went to the mailbox, and there was enough to pay for that repair that come from one of our commissioners. And I want to thank y'all for what you do. Y'all help all the fire departments in the county. Also providing workman's comp for the volunteer fire departments in the county. What we do is a dangerous job. There's a couple of people run over and killed in the last week, not firefighters, but they were out working on the roads in the state. And, you know, we're just working wrecks, and it's dangerous out there. So it helps us to have the workman's comp. Also, the COVID supplies that y'all provided for us that we just got in, the extra gloves, the masks, the respirators, the filters for them. Those are, I know one time I went and helped Haynes load a patient, and I called to check on the patient 2 days later, and the lady said, oh, he's tested positive for COVID. So there I was running around a couple of days, didn't even know that. But the equipment that y'all have provided for us will make it safer for us when we go on these calls. Also, I think y'all have given us a good team as far as the Sheriff's Department, Emergency Management, and the 911. We are working good together, and I think that's made a great team. I just want to thank all of you for what you do for us as we try to do for our Elmore County. Thank y'all.
Thank you. All right, we will reconvene shortly. All right, good evening. We'd like to welcome you to the Elmore County Commission Business Meeting dated Monday, September 13, 2021. We'll call this meeting to order. We'd like to begin our meeting with an invocation offered by Commissioner Mercer, following which Commissioner Lewis will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here tonight, Lord. We thank you for loving and taking care of us, Father. We ask that you always continue to protect our first responders in our county and our law enforcement, Father, and our EMS that also serve our community, Father. We thank you for opportunities, and we love you. Amen.
Amen. Please stand.
Thank you. Ms. Kim, would you call roll?
Commissioner Hines?
Here.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Here.
Chairman Stubbs?
Here.
Commissioner Mercer?
Here.
Commissioner Lewis?
Here.
All right, we'll proceed with regular business. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the August 9, 2021 Commission meeting?
Motion to
Go ahead.
approve.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
I think we all did it.
We're trying to mess you up on your last day here.
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the memorandum of warrants for the period of August 9, 2021 through September 10, 2021?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Proceeding now with old business, is there a motion to approve vacating a portion of Jug Factory Road as a part of the realignment project of Jug Factory Road and Marshall Road?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
I'd like to take the time now, Mr. Kelly, if you'd like to come up and just address the commission. Mr. Kelly did travel here from Hoover, Alabama. He is a member of the Board of Education in the city of Hoover. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Commissioner, very much. I'm here to say thank you. Richie, Mr. Bauer was here back when this started in 2008. I don't think any of you on the dais at that time. So thank you for what you're doing now. But just a very short note, I'm the proud son of Margaret Ann Mullen Kelly, who is still alive. She was assisting nursing, cannot be here. So I am power of attorney, so I will go back and, as a son, but also tell her what you've done for her. I would have questioned her given the deed of right of way to a government entity, and I do participate in government a little bit. So she made the right decision, and the faith that she had in the commission at the time, it shows it was well deserved. And my aunt, who just turned 90, who's living with us now, saw it in the New Temple paper and said, "What is this?" And I knew what it meant. I said, "I can't believe about this length of time it's happening." The notice was there. So thank you, and I hope when you make these decisions that you got somebody like Mr. Binder. He was on, I believe, head engineer at the time, Mr. Guinea. Luke has been very nice to me. Anytime our families call on the county highway department, engineering commission, it's cordial, it's a phone call back, and thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Mr. Byer?
Can I ask for y'all to take that vote again with Commission District 2 would need to make
Okay.
a motion?
We'll
That's
do
my
that
fault.
again. Is there a motion to approve vacating a portion of Jug Factory Road as a part of realignment project of Jug Factory Road and Marshall Road?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Proceeding now with new business. Is there a motion to approve Constitution Week proclamations?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2022 detention contract with Department of Youth Services for 1 detention bed?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2022 long-term detention subsidy agreement with Montgomery County for 2 detention beds?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2022 diversion grant contract with Department of Youth Services?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2022 Humane Society of Elmore County contract?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve amendments to the fiscal year 2021 budget?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve awarding EMA HS bid inquiry 2021-19 trailer to lowest responsible bidder?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve revised Chief Information Officer job description?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve maintenance and operations agreement with Aldot for the traffic signal at intersection of Highway 14 and Cusada Parkway as a part of A-Trip 2 project award?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve awarding the following bids to the lowest responsible bidder per attached spreadsheets? Bid inquiry 2021-PW8 turf, bid inquiry 2021-PW9 traffic stripe, bid inquiry 2021-PW10 lighting, bid inquiry 2021-PW11 tennis courts, no bid.
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve awarding bid inquiry 2021-PW7 revised 17 Springs Multi-Sports Complex Phase 1 to the low bidder, War Construction? Action includes necessary budget amendments for fiscal year 2022 to cover expenditures for project and reimbursement from the City of Millbrook and Elmore County Board of Education.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the purchase of field turf and sports lighting from Sourcewell Cooperative, including budget amendments to the fiscal year 2022 budget to cover expenditures and reimbursement from the City of Millbrook and the Elmore County Board of Education?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve authorizing chairman and COO to execute design contracts for remainder of 17 Springs Complex, including budget amendments to fiscal year 2022 budget to cover expenditures and reimbursement from the City of Millbrook?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the consent docket as presented in the work session?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
We will forego the notifications. Is there any additional reports to the commission?
No, sir.
Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes,
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
we are adjourned.